Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm 18 years old, which means that when Sarah Records ended, I was a small child.
Hey, my name is Gene. I am 16 years old, which means Sarah Records ended, but I was even teeny weenier. So I drew this diagram to further illustrate how Sarah Records affected our lives. I live here. Katie lives here. This is Marietta Square
In between us.
in between us. And
We met there in some awesome way that involves Sarah Records.
ta-da!
It's actually a way more boring story than you'd expect. The end.
Okay, so I first heard about Sarah Records in my freshman year of high school when I started listening to the Laz, who were more or less involved with the whole jangle pop genre of music. So I got really interested with them, and so I did further research on that, and I discovered bands like Sarah Records and the Sea Urchins, and that was that. And love at first sight.
Yeah, I started listening to Sarah Records in like the summer of before my freshman year, so about the same time. And I don't actually have an interesting story or anything, so usually I just make something up. So this is the first ever Sarah record I bought, and actually the first ever record I bought. And they even sent me the wrong 7-inch, so I told them that, and they ended up sending me like 3 Heavenly singles, which is a good start for a record collection. So my favorite band is probably Blue Boy, actually, although I also really dig Heavenly and all that. But I just remember lots of like taking this is gonna be okay, this is gonna be like the most cliche thing I say during this video, but like taking like winter walks like alone and like listening to Blue Boy and being like, this is awesome.
So I think probably one of my favorite bands on Sarah Records is the Sea Urchins, because that was one of the first bands I started listening to. And for me, it's like a personification of fall and the season that I started listening to Sarah Records. And I think that's what's special about the label and the bands, is that their music is just a personification of so many things and different seasons to me, and it never really gets old. Alright, so another reason I think Sarah Records is unique is because at the same time that it's music, it's almost like reading a book and having
Like poetry.
like having like a soundtrack to go along with it or something like that, because you have Are You Scared to Get Happy, and then you have the music, and they parallel each other in such an awesome way. So it's just like they go together so perfectly, and it's not just like listening to music, it's like a whole different experience that you have.